I want to start by saying congrats on this movie. You guys did such a great job, and it's a worthy sequel to T2. So I just have to start with that. My first question, of course, is going to go to you. With Tim Miller helming Deadpool and helming this, who wins in the fight between the T-800 and Deadpool?
Well, the Terminator always will win.
No chance for Deadpool?
Are you kidding me?
He's a lightweight. Sorry, Tim.
I understand. One of the things about this film, though, is T2 is beloved. It's one of my all-time favorite films. People absolutely revere it. Were you nervous at all about doing a real follow-up to T2? Did that ever, because it's so revered?
I was extremely worried about doing a follow-up, but it wasn't for the fans. It was for... I just didn't want to let Sarah Connor down. So I don't work for... I appreciate fans and love that we have a fan base. Please don't let me sound ungrateful. It's simply, I can only work to please the director or please the character. Sure. Barely even myself. It's just, I want to make the director happy and I want to bring Sarah Connor to life, and I just wasn't sure that I was up to the task. Nor did we really know who Sarah Connor is. Her situation has changed, and it was a script that was in very rough form, and we all had many dialogues about where is she, where has she been. But ultimately, the thing that terrifies you is where you should go, in my world. So I decided to jump on board.
Were you ever nervous?
I don't think this is my style. It's like you fall in love with the story, and I liked the story. I liked the idea of bringing Linda back and to have Jim be part of it and be the creator of it. So I felt like we were in good hands with Tim Miller directing it, and with the cast that they have cast. It was fantastic. So it's movies is about story and it's about cast. And so I thought that we have a good start there because we have a great story and a great cast. So I was never really worried when I committed that, oh my God, can I live up to the success of the first one or the second one? Any of those kind of things. Imagine that every Olympic athlete that goes into the Olympics worries about, can he top the record? Or can he be better than the last guy? That's not the way you compete. You just go in there and you say, I'm the greatest and I'm going to compete now. End of story.
One of the things I really thought was fantastic in this is the action set pieces. Tim did a great job at making it so you could follow along easily. Could you sort of talk about crafting the action with Tim and what impressed you about the collaboration?
I'm glad that he makes it so that you can follow it. I know he's got a really great sense of action and, visual effects. I, however, couldn't follow the action worth crap. Even in reading the script, I was like, but what? Because there's so many of us off doing our own little things, and we're weightless, and, we're in the air, and we're in the water, and we're on land. That last sequence was just almost too much for me to comprehend. But Tim had prepared previs, so that's pre-visualization scenes, animated for us to be able to drop into our characters mentally and understand what's going on around us. And I had to rely on it a lot. Things have changed a lot in my day, since my day. And it was just great to have those visual cues to really keep up with Tim. But he's on his best game. He's just a fantastic visionary, and I love him to death. Want to work with him again.